Okay, I'm sure nobody's here, but I'm back. I touched some grass, took care of some stuff. Determined that I have time for like a quick run. So hopefully this is a quick run. I'd call this practice for tonight, and I guess in some ways it probably is, but I play differently in a race versus in casual play anyway, so I don't know how much good this is gonna do me. We're just gonna see what happens. Gonna kind of talk through it a little bit, just for anybody looking for insight into like the decision-making process that I have some success with. I'm gonna go. Got Frog Robo. So pretty good in terms of logic. If I get Magus Castle early, that's a thing. Water 2, if I get it, would be really nice for the I can't talk. The desert. The desert. Not a party I think I'm gonna stick with. Typically, you either do Frog or Robo. You don't usually do both. There's not really a strong argument for having both. Robo is good if you need a little bit more damage. Frog's good if you're fine on damage, you just want healing. So I'm just gonna go down here. I'll see what the power tabs rolled. +2. Sucks. Okay, 10 mid tonics. Unfortunately in jets, like the shops largely don't matter. You just get consumables and go. You never really find anything good in them. 30. So I need heals and shelters, I think. is what it was. For sure heals. So we're gonna have to keep shopping. I'm gonna do the thing here. Get my techs online, whatever they are. Hopefully one of these characters can hit for 30. I'm not sure. Am I not on memory cursor? I must not be. That's unfortunate. I gotta fix that. What did I turn on? I thought I ticked all the usual boxes. Maybe not. That's gonna cost me dearly. Water 2. Okay, so that changes everything. I'm definitely doing the early desert. Okay, I guess I just hit the wrong cursor memory. Whatever. I never know which one of these fights is the correct one. They all work. One of them gives more than the others. I think Robo had laser spin? Yeah. I'm gonna use that. That way I can open up with water 2 on the Naga-ets and not have to worry about like healing or anything. So, hoping for leap slash Uzi punch. I'm gonna go ahead and jump to 1,000, I think. Hit up some shops here. I know for sure shelters are at the fair. Gonna get the power tab even though they suck. I can't bring myself to skip tabs unless they're super out of the way. So I'm gonna check the snail stop first. See if that's a key item I actually want. If not, I might buy a weapon for one of these characters. Probably Robo. Yeah, let me see what my techs are. Leap slash. I'm gonna buy a frog weapon if I can. I don't care about your stupid spam. I don't know what's wrong with you people. Absolute animals. If I sell that power tab, I can buy a frog weapon. Look at that. Sell this dumb thing here. Is this going to be worth it? I doubt it. You know, I forgot to buy shelter. So I've only got 2 shelters. I'm going to look for some heals. Hope I find them soon. Otherwise, this is going to be embarrassing. Demon Edge is not bad. So I skipped out on the pendant. I probably shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Not a clean opening by any means. Still looking for heals. Going to the wrong place. Oops. Just expect me to maybe play a little better in the actual run. I'm just kind of unfocused. Not locked in whatsoever. No heals. So if I get a gate key, it'll be simultaneously awesome. Okay, clone and pendant. Something's happening here. There's some stuff going down. Oops. Okay, my phone's ringing. I'll be right back. This guy while I'm at it. Like who falls for that? I have no idea. So at this point I want to go to 600, I think. Hit up like one more shop. Fingers crossed for the heals. If not, I'm just not gonna have heals, I guess. Very late cathedral start. I didn't even get that other power tab. No heals, okay. Awkward seed. For sure. Latest cathedral of my life. So I queued up that cursor memory just so I could do that quicker. I'm gonna blame the not preset cursor memory for my time losses here, even though I know that's not why. What do we got? Okay. So not... It's Grand Dream Team. I want to make that work. I know it never will, just because of the stat situation, but it would be so funny if I could make it work. I have to try. So gotta prioritize rocks. Any opportunity to get a rock, I'm gonna take it. Aether's rolled 13, which is okay. I've got no complaints about that. Mostly I complain about the concept of healing item rando, but it's fine. It's fine. So she might be the first one to get her third tech, just because she got like a big TP doubling off of that. Is she gonna get haste? Yes, awesome. Okay. I don't have like a super strong setup to really take advantage of haste, but just the fact that I've got it is quite nice. That could potentially, eventually, be really good to have in some situations. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the desert first. Hope for a C trigger. Some people will say, like, if you've already got the pendant and the clone, or any two pieces of Black Omen, just go to the future is probably the play more often than not. And they might be right. I have no idea. I haven't run the numbers on anything in my entire life, so I I don't actually know that. I might try it though. You know, if I do get the early go mode, if nothing else, like the gear from the future is quite good. So it'd be worthwhile for that, if nothing else. We'll see what happens. We're always gonna see. Mostly I hope like the run doesn't go too long, because I do have some stuff to do in about 2 hours. Realistically, it's not going to be 2 hours. It very rarely is. So not confident that I can kill whatever boss this is going to be. I'm going to grab the loot first, run out, save, shelter, and then go in. Just so, you know, on the off chance I wipe, I don't have to go in here twice. I don't have any MP, do I? That could be really, really bad. Frog's kind of in the middle of it too. Item menu. I really screwed up there. I got lucky. Okay. Calculated. I meant to do that. So mostly leaning into leap slash, I think, even though Frog does no damage, is probably going to be the play. Assuming I can even do this boss. I just really hope I don't pull it on accident and die. That would be really embarrassing. Memory cap is good. A lot of Luca guns. A lot of Magus scythe. I don't know if I got a single piece of gear I can actually use. Aside from the memory. Open the chest. Thank you. The memory cap. Pearl edge? That's what I have already. Oh, well. Wasted some money there. I can get a robo weapon with money, probably. I'm kind of feeling it. I don't even have heal beam yet. Marl needs armor the most, for sure. Even so. Even with like a magma hand, Robo's not really gonna actually do anything. We'll see what boss this is. Very high chance I reset out of it. I don't feel good about this party whatsoever. Okay, I can probably get through this. It will suck. I don't have heals. Oh. We're just gonna... Oh my god. We're just gonna have to deal with it. I say it all the time. Frog is a loser. Robo is a loser. They're not beating the allegations today, unfortunately. This really should be a reset. But we're gonna do what we can here. I don't know the specifics. I wish I did. Certain enemies in Jets of Time have super high evasion. I think it's like the later game enemies scaled down into the lower level spots. Why that's the case, I don't know. I was under the impression that there was going to be an update after the Gato Cup to fix that. I don't think it was. I didn't see any updates. I definitely see a lot of missing going on, which is frustrating. I could be on this boss for a very long time. I mash A for some reason. Oops. Very, very long time. At least I'm hitting now. I swear. Mostly banking on a strategy of get the bad luck out of the way so that when we do the race tonight, maybe it won't be so bad. Historically, that hasn't worked, but you know, it's a randomizer. You know, stuff working. It'll happen eventually if you just keep trying. So we must be halfway at this point, which is nice. If Frog just keeps not missing, we might be in business. I think I have 3 revives. I'm probably gonna need them. Frog, I think, is most likely to die here. Marl, just because she's confused, I'm gonna guess. Knowing my luck, is not gonna be hit by the needles, but she would probably die to them. I did stack armor on her, but she's also the lowest HP and confused. So she'll probably die anyway. Okay, I saw that coming. I knew he was gonna hit Frog. If you always count on bad luck, you can never really be let down. Probably. So unfortunately, he gets stronger every time he attacks, I think. So this is gonna start getting unmanageable pretty quick here. He's gonna do like an AoE as well. Mostly I just hope he dies before that happens. Okay. So this probably won't kill us based on the damage he was doing. So we're laughing. You know, finding a boss like that in a seed where there's no heals for sale sucks. Did we get anything? Slasher. Not my preference. That's about the last item I would have hoped for with this party. So we'll see if it was all worthwhile. Do we press our luck doing Denadoro for the rock? Maybe. At the very least, I can probably more consistently hit whatever boss it's gonna be. Probably. Everything's expensive. I wish things were more affordable in terms of like high-end consumables. Like you can find photonics in a shop, but you're probably never gonna actually get them. Lapises are like 10k. It's pretty wild. Got the Doom Blade plus. Okay, things have changed. Speed +1 even. What are we gonna do here? I don't know. We're gonna get silly with it. I don't think I need anything else for this. I hope I don't need anything else for this. We're going to see. This is going to be very important to know for the race for sure. There's no possible way I can avoid doing this in a high stress environment where I'm going for finish time. Absolutely no way. I'm gonna get MP bustered immediately, I can just tell. This doesn't give like a key item. It doesn't give hardly anything. It gives Frog plus 10 power and like 2 speed or something silly. Okay, so if he's dead, he can't lose all his MP. That's what we were hoping for. And I have a Doom Blade. That's the main thing. I'm gonna try Doom strats, even though Frog sucks. Even though I don't have Hero Metal, even though Leaf Slash does like a crit's worth of damage. We're gonna try it. These guys could very well set me up for that if they grudge the correct targets. Do I condone doing this for any reason? No, not at all. Especially this one. If they do grudge 3 times, I'm just gonna die. Chances are they are not going to grudge 3 times, but it happens. It's wiped me. So that's 1 non-grudge. We just need 1 more of those. Okay, we're safe. Ideally, grudge on Robo Marl. Frog is also acceptable, I guess. It's not like they give experience. Really, they don't. We got Uzi Punch, which is cool, but I'm not going to use it because I'm doing Doom. And I hope, I pray that... Okay, great. All you need is the Grand Leon for this. It comes up often. People will see, like, you know, at the trading hut, oh, I saw a Doom Blade or a Doom Sword for trade. But I didn't get it for Chrono because I wasn't sure if it was for Chrono or if it was for Frog. It's for Chrono. The way you can tell, if you get it from a key item check, it's for Frog. If you don't, it's for Chrono. That's universally true. There's no exception to that rule. So what I'm gonna do, I've got no MP. What I want to do is heal Frog up, leave everybody else low, don't shelter. That's 2 runs in a row where I don't shelter, and that's fine. I'm gonna invest power tabs. 8 tabs. So Spin Strike is a tech. It does 4 times sleep slash damage. It's generally considered good enough to build your party around it. With that in mind, I've got the Doom Blade, which, you know, if my other 2 characters are down, does 3 times leap slash damage when I do leap slash. Doesn't require a rock. I can even haste Frog with Marl before she dies. So that's a perfectly valid alternative. And it's fun. Hopefully I find the hero medal somewhere. I'm not holding out hope for it, but if it happens, awesome. Okay, so these guys are dropping heals. This is not a drill. I'm going to have to kill some of those probably. Especially if I'm gonna do Doom Frog for some reason. Reasons unknown. So I'm just gonna fight this. I really want heals. At least a couple. What's Frog speed? He's got max speed, that's wonderful. Accessories, armor. Just really stack the deck in his favor. So the... What boss was I fighting? The Yakra 13, sorry. With my crappy weapon, Leaf Slash was doing like 388. The weapon I've got, probably between that and the levels I've gotten, like 800 base damage minimum. With Doom, that'd be like 2400 minimum. Probably significantly more, I don't know. I hope for significantly more, that'd be awesome. I'm strongly contemplating going to the future, but at this point, I'm kind of looking for the hero medal more than go mode. I could do a lot of funny things with that. The nice thing about Leaf Slash is it basically doesn't cost anything, so I don't really need to shelter at any point for any reason. I just throw like 2 ethers on him and he's gonna like beat every boss possible. Unless, you know, they're immune to physical, which hopefully not. Hope for a nice frog rock. Nope. Okay, Robo, what you got? Sure. Magic defense on Robo. Make him be a little bulkier if needed. Increases healing on Frog. I don't care about the rest of the party. Use less MP to top Frog off. Never a bad thing. So I'm 28 minutes in. I've done like 2 checks, and that's fine. I have this thing where I like to make up all the time on the back end because I think it's funny. I don't necessarily go for like checks per minute. At the beginning anyway. Okay, so 800 damage was pretty close to the mark. I should have put a weapon on Marl. That was a mistake. Not doing that was the mistake. Get my party nice and low, get Frog topped off. I hope the boss opens with like an AoE and they're not immune to physical attacks. Power Ring is nice. I think I've got a Power Glove right now. So that'll be a nice little boost. That's gotta be a Terra Mutant, right? I can't tell from... Okay, it's Mega. It was flashing. Give me a break. I know what the difference is. I promise I know the difference. It's just when it's not its regular color, it's hard to tell. Just kill my party. Please kill my party. I'm suffering from success here. I'm just too strong, I guess. I can't even kill my party if I want to. Although that steel thing is gonna help. Stealing Frog's HP is not. I guess I'm gonna punch with Robo. Probably like 2 waters. Robo, you absolute loser. Like 2 waters away from killing it, I would guess. Roughly. Yeah, had that thing not stolen my HP, it would have been 1 water away, but it is what it is. So, Denadoro, I say it a lot. You get nothing from this place. You get the rock, you get the speed tab, you get the key item, but like, experience-wise, it's not worth anything. Like a single random encounter in the desert gives you more experience and tech points than the boss does. I don't know why that is. Denadoro is like more of a commitment. It's every bit as hard as the desert boss. I would love to see like kind of a normalization of the rewards there. Maybe someday. Cathedral is equally crap in that respect. It's the purest of crap. So I got a Dreamstone. Not what I wanted really. I'm gonna run through Hecarim, probably super fast. Give my frog. You know what? Maybe there's heals at this shop. I didn't check it. It's gonna be this one. I don't know if there's... Nope. Okay. It's not there. So I don't need tech points with this strategy. This awful, stupid strategy. So I'm just gonna skip everything. I've already got my my ultimate attack, a 4 MP leap slash. So that's what I'm gonna do. I could get like shock on Robo, and I'm probably gonna regret not getting shock on Robo. Probably sooner rather than later. But you know what good is practice if you don't take any chances? Try to learn things. Maybe that'll be useful in the future, kind of thing. You know, a lot of people say you should like practice as if you're racing. But how are you gonna? That's a really good dark mail. Wow. How are you going to like win a race if it puts you in a situation that you're not comfortable with, that you haven't seen before? It's a question for the ages. I like, you know, familiarity with all the silly things that could happen. I like, you know, experimenting with strategies, seeing if, you know, there's some silly, obscure thing that I can pull out. If not to win, at least to have fun with it, give the people a show. I don't know. I make no claims to have the answers. I have answers, just maybe not the answers. So I hope that the golem boss doesn't target Frog. I'm gonna let him do it. Okay, mission failed successfully, so this is gonna kill the boss. It's over. It'll bring Robo to 1 HP as well, which we like. That couldn't have gone much faster, I think. That was pretty good. We do like a good Doom weapon in this household. Vigil still has Protect All on it, so Frog looking pretty good. I've got no complaints about his setup now. If I had gone to Hecarim first, yeah, for 13 would have been a lot easier. Unfortunate. So we got the ruby knife. Interesting. So let me go ahead and do the bridge, I guess. Kind of forgetting what I have and haven't done at this point. I know the pendant is available. The unfortunate thing about the bridge is that, it's going to heal my party, which is not what I want to do. But whatever, it's fine. So I saved before talking to the guard. If I reset and decide I never want to come here again, I don't want to have a problem turning in the prism shard to the king, which you do if you set up the bridge and don't do it. For whatever reason, you can't even talk to him when he's in his bed sometimes. I don't know what that's about. It's caused people some trouble. Let's just say that. So there's the prism shard, as was foretold. So I guess I'm gonna have to commit to this now. I'm probably just gonna go ahead and do that. I guess I'll peek it. If it's like a dead end item like jerky or Robo's ribbon, I won't do it, but anything else it could possibly be may be good. Like, Moonstone will lead to a check. Thomas Pop leads to a check. Gate Key or C Trigger is go mode. Bent Sword, Bent Hilt puts me one away from go mode, which is not the one I want to do, but it could be the one I need to do. While I'm, one piece away from the other two go modes, they could be super varied for all I know. We haven't really found a whole lot of sidetrack stuff yet, so magic ring drops, good for money. And also the castle basement, even if you peek the key item and don't get it, it's really good loot. So, there's a chance, even if I don't get hero metal, maybe I find prism specs, maybe haste helm is on the table. Anything could happen. Hope springs eternal. To quote me, we'll see. Got a slash. I don't care which slash it is. The strategy's not going to change. I'm going to leave slash. I'm going to Uzi punch. It's going to miss. It's not going to miss. Okay. I'm going to leave slash. It's going to miss. Actually, I'm not even sure if super slash has good evasion. He might be an exception to the late game evasion. Okay, so I was right. It is gonna miss. Never been more right in my life. There's a funny thing with the sprite layering there. I don't know if anybody saw that. Frog's sword was in front of Robo, despite him being 6 feet behind him. That's funny. So I'm gonna turn this prism shard in. We'll peek it. I'm gonna heal Frog. I'm gonna give Frog a power meal. It's gonna be an ether. I'm lucky. Wow. I'm really good at predicting stuff when it doesn't matter. When it does matter, I'm always wrong. I should keep that in mind and like do the opposite of what my instinct tells me when it matters. But when I do that, it doesn't work either. So I'm still trying to figure out how to actually be consistently good. I may never figure that out. You know, I can go fast, I can be efficient, but if I get a late go mode, there's not much I can do. Not much I can do at all. I learned the other day that Naga-Ets and Ruminators actually share a sprite. Which if you look at the bottom half of them is actually really obvious, but I just never considered it before. So Bent Sword is there. If I find the Bent Hilt like in the immediate, I guess I'll do that, I guess. I think at this point the only choice I have... how's it going? I think the only choice I have is to go to Future. I don't think there's anything else I can do. I hope I have money. I haven't spent any, so... Okay, so we got the pendant. Definitely going to Sun Palace first. But that's good to hear. Yeah, we like when our people are doing well. So I'm kind of in the mentality of, you know, whatever go mode I get, just take it at this point. If I get like 3 checks deeper into the logic, maybe, you know, Magus Castle anymore. I just can't guarantee that, like, say I get the Bent Sword next. You know, if I do 1 check, I might get a Robo Ribbon. I do another, I might get a Jerky. I do another, I might get like Hero's Medal into Moonstone into Thomas Pop. It could get really ugly. You know, if all those dead end items were off the table, I would definitely just keep checking. But that's not how it worked out this seed. I'm 1 away from everything, and there's a lot of junk still on the table. As far as like priority checks, definitely Sun Palace. If I get the Thomas Pop, I'm gonna do that because I want to get as much power on this frog as I can. What else? Not going to factory. The vibes are off. I'm not feeling that. I don't feel the need to unlock magic. I've got haste. I've got like heals on all 3 of my characters. I'm just gonna give everything to Frog. He's got immunity as of right now. He's got good defenses, good magic defense. He's got Doom. So while it is like a really stupid, really risky way to play, I wanna try to do the Doom thing. So like looking at my gear, I've got Dark Mail, which is okay, but it's got, you know, +2, it's got 10 magic defense. I've got Power Seal, Vigil Hat. Frog, probably fairly safe, relatively. At least for now. I'm sure by the end game I'll probably have better things anyway. And he certainly does enough damage to get through the end game, if he's hasted at least. He's got 16 speed as well, so even in solo, like he's probably not going to die before like he can take another turn. And I can also spend like Robo and Marl's turns putting barriers and shields on him if needed. Ideally, we get the hero medal, but no guarantees in life. Flea would be an excellent opportunity to get my party back into the Doom strats. Just gotta make sure Frog doesn't die. That's the main thing. So I'm gonna see if I get the stair here. Nope, okay. Frog might get blinded. He's fine. Marl has a better weapon. I need to put it on. I don't know what I'm thinking. Just thinking with my my clown brain right now. I'm super hyper focused on the Doom strats. Gold earring is nice if I do end up getting the gold rock. Well, I guess it won't matter because only Frog can put it on. Never mind. I keep forgetting how much this randomizer hates gold rocks. If it could be equipped on like Robo or Marl instead, it would actually be really nice. I'd probably use it a lot. But just for the fact that only Frog can equip it, you can't boost your HP or put prism specs on to make the tech better. So it's kind of a letdown. I've never seen anybody actually use it for any reason. I would like to change that if I can. So we're gonna check the gear, just in case. You know, there could very well be like prism specs in any one of these locations. Dark Helm with power is actually nice. Do I want to take off the Vigil hat for it? Maybe for now, yeah. This shop seems to have good stuff sometimes. Not today. White vest is okay. I'll buy one, just in case. Certain enemies do scary lightning damage, especially in solo. You just want to mitigate that. But I wouldn't give for a pacifist right now. I'm not gonna check recruits because I don't plan on using anybody except Frog, and I've got like all the logically required characters. Lab 16 skips are obviously really good if you're gonna do these chests. I kind of went a little slow there, and for that I apologize. Not locked in. It's still early in the morning. I haven't even eaten yet, so I'm not on my A game, but it's fine. Nobody's watching except Cool Guy. So I got a Rune Blade for magic +4. That could be like a backup option if things don't work out with the Doom on any given boss. So you go up to like where the start of the oops. Not there, you don't go there. Again, head not in game. I was gonna say you go up to where the bottom of this bridge is, and that's kind of your skip point. But I just kept going right for some reason. I'll have to study the tape later and find out what went wrong there. I don't know. Another rune blade. So I can get some money. Hopefully the endgame shop has something nice in it. So really hug this thing here and skip the cutscene. Gotta really stay close to it. It'll save you a good amount of time if you come here. It's worth being cautious. I'm sure somebody is capable of holding the run button for it, but I don't want to risk it. I've been punished enough by that. Gotta get the swag tab. I wish power tabs rolled 4. It would be so funny. They are too, unfortunately. So going to Sun Palace. Just give everything to Frog. I don't care what the other characters even have. R series. So this boss, I'm not convinced it does anything in this randomizer. I'm gonna find out, I guess. I could just spam AoE and kill it very quickly at that. But I want to see. I'm convinced this boss needs like 2 more R series. They need to be spread apart. They need twice as much HP. Because, like, even in a situation like, say, this, are they ever going to kill you? I don't know. In the vanilla script, there's 6 of them. If one dies, they do that beast toss counterattack. And it actually hits all 3 of your party, interestingly. It's not the case here. They still haven't done the counterattack. So if this one lives, we'll see if they counter then. Okay, so I guess the script is after 2 die, they do this. And if there were 6 of them, and you didn't have AoE, this would actually, like, matter. But as you can see, it does not. Just horribly undertuned boss. Please buff this boss. It's absolutely pathetic. Even trying to do like the complete wrong strategy like I'm doing here, I just am not in any danger. Maybe this water 2 will trigger 2 counterattacks and then I'll be in danger. No, the boss just dies. Okay. Buff R series. Buff the boss. You can do it. We can all do it. Buff R series. They're not strong enough. They're not a real boss. Got an amulet. That's nice. Got the hero medal. Okay. Things are looking up. Looking way up. Put the vigil hat back on. Heal the frog. Buff R series. Power meal for the ether. Awesome. I love power meal strats. It's my favorite consumable. So I'll go ahead and see what this hero medal gets me. Very strong chance that it's go mode. Probably like a 40% chance. I don't know. Just looking at the number of key items, you think probably something like that. But you know, we have to have Thomas Pop lead to something. We have to have Moonstone lead to something. One could lead to the other. I cannot say for sure. So we'll see. So we got the gate key. We're happy. Do we unlock magic? No, we're not unlocking magic. We've got water 2, cure 2, and leaf slash. We're fine. We are just fine. How many shelters and revives we got? 3 shelters, 7 revives. Give me some more shelters. So I'm hoping. It depends heavily on what bosses we get here, but if I can do sub 130, thank you for the good luck. I don't know how long you've been here, but if you just got here, I'm doing silly things, things I'm going to regret, I'm sure, but we're having fun. I can sell these. Give me like 10. I'm not gonna need 10, but I'm not gonna run out. So I've heard talk that if you don't plan to go to end of time, actually walking out might be faster from the Mystic Mountains. I don't know how true that is. We're gonna find out. I don't even know how long it takes to do it the other way, but I mean, surely this is faster. So we're gonna do the Hail Mary for the rock at Labubu Village. Aside from that, I think we're just gonna go for it. If you're still there, I enjoyed the hell out of the race yesterday, and the one last week as well. Very entertaining. It's good to see, like, you know, people really picking things up and just running with it. Like to see new blood. I know you've been around, you know, some other communities. That's interesting. Okay. So I got the gold rock. I don't know what techs are needed for the gold rock, but suddenly I want to unlock magic. I would only give shield. Oh, you know what? Other characters can wear it. Man. Okay, they twisted my arm. I'm gonna unlock magic. Maybe. But first, gonna go ahead and do the Tyranno layer. So for anybody watching, I notice, like, in Jets of Time, like the most, like, yeah, there were definitely mistakes made on both sides. I try not to be too critical. I hold back a lot. There were some things I would have done differently, certainly. For both of you guys, it was an interesting run, to say the least. But you know, mistakes are for learning. I think if you had remembered to save, you probably could have won. You know, if you had gone to bucket instead of you were pretty much ahead the whole time. Nate did some interesting things after getting go mode. He spent like 30 minutes doing other random checks. I can't say I condone that. You know, doing a little bit of stuff, like even going to WoW just for the gear, I think would be really good. But you know, he was like fishing for rocks and going to WoW and doing this and that. And then ultimately the rock he was looking for was at Zeal the whole time. If he had just gone for it, found the rock, he would have done really well there. But again, I'm not trying to be like mean or critical or anything. It was just a very interesting side by side. I enjoyed it. I forgot to hit the A button. Oops. Yeah, Yeah, the thing I saw with your run, and you definitely were aware of it. Not having consumables going into Lavos is not recommended. You really need at least a couple. And then yeah, even then, like the menu glitch on the first attempt, I think had you gotten that, you probably could have squeaked it out. There are definitely some opportunities. It was I was on the edge of my seat. It was awesome. So I'm wondering if I wipe out the displays, will the boss kill me before I kill it? Yeah, I go by the audio cue. If I get that far in this run, I'll try to demonstrate it, but it's kind of a vibe thing anyway. For me, it's like, you know, it plays like the opening riff for the song. Then, like, once it starts repeating, I hold the menu button. And there's some controversy as far as, like, what exactly that means. I don't know if I'm gonna kill this boss like this. This is a stupid idea. But we live for the danger. This was the plan. Don't deviate from the plan. Okay, so I should have opened with laser spin. I don't know what I was thinking. I could have just done this the whole time. Other people will say, you know, do the visual glitch or the visual cue where you know, once the screen color matches like the border color in the emulator or whatever the hell, that's when you do it, and that works too. My entire plan is just to solo with Frog. I don't condone doing that in like a race where the outcome matters, but you know, my philosophy, you know, when you're practicing, do silly things. You know, the more random situations you know how to handle, the more interesting it'll be for the viewers. Whether it, you know, costs you the win or not, it's kind of secondary. I just like giving people something to laugh about. If I had gotten the seed for the race tonight, I would do this exact same thing. I love being funny. Yeah, so I got the Doom Sword, right? I got I turned in the Cyrus Grave check for the extra speed and power. I gave all my speed, all my power, all my magic taps to Frog. I got the hero medal. No, it's not. The random aspect of it is it has a random amount of HP, plus the element of the Tyranno itself is randomized. I wish that had hit Marl instead. I would have preferred that. So I mean, there is some randomness to it. You never quite know if you're going to be able to kill the boss going in, just, you know, for that reason. But I know I'm going to kill this boss. That's what matters. So I'm hoping for like a 1:30 time. Doing really stupid strategies like this, I can't guarantee that, but I think it would be really funny. So, boss over. Setting records. Life 2, Frog Squash, and Cure Beam. So, I think... Yeah, I want to say I got most of that. Obviously not Frog Squash. I'm gonna check Specchio and hope that I get it. So I need to go through the portal, you say? I should have verified that. Oh well. So when you do Magus's Castle and you go back through that gate, you get end of time. I need life 2. You know what? I'm not going end of time. I'll do Gold Rock next seed. I've already got a meme strat on the table. I don't need another one. I don't need the speed tab. I don't need this healing pad. Will the rock be any better than my hero medal? No. I've already got the gold rock. Haste helm. Okay. Gosh. Just on the off chance that need 3 magic rings. On the off chance that I don't need status protect, we're gonna try it. We'll see what the obstacle is. What level am I? Probably, yeah, pretty low. That's a little concerning. But you know, we're being a funny little guy about everything. If obstacle ends up being trash, I'll just put the vigil hat back on. So normally doing Ocean Palace, you want Frog to be 1 HP and everybody else to be 380, but we're inverting it. The elevator's gonna suck. I really should have just gone to End of Time, but I didn't. So I'm gonna wait for him to attack. Route haste, sure, whatever. I'm not gonna need haste, but it'll be nice. I like killing a boss in 2 hits. That's the opposite of what I wanted you to do. Do the right thing this time. Right, this is unbelievable. Use magic. What? Come on, man. Magic. M-I-J-E-K. Magic. Do magic. You absolute loser. What are you doing? Okay, so my, you know, I'm not actually sure. He does counterattacks in the second half of his HP, but I thought he did magic before that. Maybe it's a different script. I have no idea. Everything's wrong. I'm just gonna get to the second half so he can one-shot my party already. Thank you. That's what I wanted. Did I cast haste on Frog? I didn't need to do that. So I'm just gonna hold A. Hope for the best. I'm sure it's fine. I got a Gloom Helm, that's nice. So I wasted a little bit of time doing that. Do I regret it? No. No, never regret. Only learn. So, do I think I can still hit the 130? I'm not sure. I've done stupid things since then. Is it possible though? Yeah. They're two of something. What that is random. It's not like the other randomizer where it can be two different bosses. I wish it was. I would love to fight two different bosses at the same time in jets. I could see that being very funny. I forgot what room I was going to for a second there. I mean, there's nothing to spoil, really. If somebody's watching a randomizer run and they're worried about spoilers, you're gonna see them. They're gonna be there. So I'm just gonna fight stuff on the way down. I think my water tube probably kills. It probably doesn't, actually. But if I get a single level, maybe it will. I'm suddenly not feeling great about my my chances this run. That's okay. You know, I talked a lot of garbage about other people's strategies, so I had this coming. I didn't mean it, but the universe decided I did. So I'm gonna pull these. I'm low level. I don't plan to grind. I want to fight Lavos at kind of a low level, just for fun. I hope that kills. Okay, great. Oh, that would have been bad. So in terms of the elevator, I think kill the Robo and the Marl, just attack really fast with Frog, and hopefully win that way. So I don't know, honestly. I'm no stranger to like sticky situations, I guess you could say. I may have to strategize a little bit to make it work. The number one thing, I think, after the lasers, I can one-shot at least one of the arms with Leap Slash. Just objectively, like it's not going to live. So I might not get bananas at all. And that's kind of what I'm banking on. As of like 5 seconds ago. That's my plan. I hope 23 MP is enough to get by. You know, not many people would do a low-level Lavos with a solo Frog. And that is understandable. It's a very sketchy situation to be in. But I like pain. I'm just gonna lay that on the table. I think these are the guys that I can one-shot. Okay, great. That would have really sucked if they weren't. So Frog will kill, Robo will break the shield, Frog will kill again. Like any good killer. So one point of concern is have status protect on my frog as of right now. If obstacle ends up being problematic, I'm not sure what I should do at that point. I want to have both haste and status protect, which if I use Marl, I will. But I also want her to die in the first attack. So it really comes down to, you know, what is obstacle going to do to me? Depending on what that is, my strategy will change completely. Actually did pretty good damage. Okay, so that's going to do even more damage. The name of the game is Kill the Scouts Before the Scouts Kill Frog. It's not a game that I like, especially the way this is going. They're really targeting Frog. They don't like him. But at least Marl, with her beginner bow that I never took off, is still alive. She can maybe kill some frogs asleep. Okay, thank you. Thank you for doing that. I'm feeling good now. I think we're gonna live. So that was fun. I wasn't worried for a second. What is that? Yeah, Frog, I maxed his speed out within like 5 minutes. I got that, you know, the opening speed tabs. I got the Cyrus Grave. So he's good. He's fine. So for anybody watching that's curious about this skip, I go slightly to the right, go down, and go right past that line on the floor, and then I run. No diagonal inputs whatsoever until you get past that line. On the other side, the floor looks different. It's got squares instead of lines. Just get to the square and then run out. It's the exact same thing. It just looks different. The 130 Dream, I'm not sure if it's alive. It's going to come down to a couple of factors. I shouldn't need more than 42 MP to do this boss. I hope. It's a Yakra. That's not too bad. Open with the leap slash, pray for counter. If we get the counter, we're happy. We're quite happy. We're very happy. I couldn't have done this better if I tried. I don't know. I do a lot of silly things at race time. Stuff that I've never screwed up in my life. I screw up while people are watching. I don't know. There's something about it. So the question is, do I go into Lavos like this and just face check it? Maybe. Maybe. 39 MP is definitely enough. Let me heal. Only frog though. So, I think maybe open with the leaf slash. Don't wait for the destruction rain. If I do one leap slash before my party dies, and then with the haste, I do 3 more before obstacle goes out. It's a terrible idea, but the boss will die. However, at the same time, I'm not going to know what obstacle is if I do that. So, yeah, I may strategize around obstacle safety for phase 2 if that ends up being what happens, which of course would require a little bit different approach. I should do 4K anyway. I got levels, so the name of the game here. Okay, wow, that's just short. That's amazing. The name of the game here is hit him one more time before obstacle goes out, or if obstacle goes out, hope it's not like stop or something. Okay. So, I often say, Doom Sword is mandatory. It's the best weapon in the game. If you don't use it, you're nerfing yourself. I stand by that. This isn't even Doom Sword. Leap Slash is a crap tech. Frog is a crap character. He does like no damage. So I'm going to put the Vigil hat on. I'm gonna go give Marl as much speed. Oh, she can't get any speed. Okay, I'm gonna speed tab maybe. Give her some speed. I'm gonna heal her. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna Leaf Slash the right arm for approximately 1300 damage. 1333 repeating. Marl is going to haste Frog. And then she's going to die, hopefully. Actually, no, the Leap Slash is going to do 2666 repeating because Robo's going to be dead. Now that I think about it. Either way, her job is put the haste on the Frog. Some people say you can get an attack in before the laser spin, and I think I've seen it happen like once, but I've never successfully done it myself. That's not haste. Give the haste to the Frog. And really, really hope that I can heal Frog before the bananas go out. Don't take 291 damage. Oh, okay. 301. That's a little better. Okay, so can I get more armor? Barely. Well, do I want to risk the obstacle? I guess. You never know. You never know what's gonna work until you try it, right? Even if this was a race, like I'm feeling like just from the Doom, you know, the cheesiness of it all, and not recruiting any characters. I've probably banked a little bit of a lead. So I'm not necessarily against little trial and error. I can get through the fight if I just heal everybody up and just wait for the Doom to happen, but that's not funny. I think I said I'm hasted, right? So I'm not going to die to bananas today. I'm pretty sure. I think we're safe. I'm not hasted. I put the Dark Helm on, didn't I? Crap. I may just die again. Oh my goodness. Oh no. of all the things, so now I know what not to do in this situation. I shouldn't have fast forwarded. That was cheating. It's a bad habit. So Vigil Hat, heal the party. It's fine if they die. I need somebody to soak the bananas at the start. I need to get haste onto the frog. I probably don't even need the haste. It's unnecessarily risky, but probably worth it. So going back to like what my initial strategy was, we experimented, it didn't work, that's fine. It could have worked with better RNG. If it had left Frog at 4 HP, I would have been fine, instead of hitting him twice. So again, gonna open up on the right arm for the 1300 damage or so. Haste the frog, heal the frog. I should get the heal off before the bananas go out. That way, no matter what the bananas target, I should be safe. So this is just the way I should have played this from the start. The safe route on Lavos is perfectly valid. I don't foresee the boss giving me any trouble having done this whatsoever. So he'll do the heal, then he'll drop your status protection, but if you kill both arms, he can't do that anymore. Normally I kill them at the same time, but because I'm hasted and do so much damage, it doesn't matter. Speaking of not mattering, obstacle is not going to do anything to me, so I'm just going to hold A until the boss dies. It was stopped, so gambling would have been a bad idea anyway. So that'll get me through Lavos 2. You know what, Marl's not even dead. If she was dead, that would have got me through Lavos 2. I was looking at the ATB, not even realizing she was just alive with stop still. I don't know how she lived that long. So I'm gonna turn this on. Obviously, now that I've turned this on, I'm gonna miss the menu glitch, and that's fine. Excuse me. Had to get that out before the big event. Excuse me again. So just kind of wait for the music to repeat. Watch where the X pops up. I kind of hit that a little bit early, but it still worked. I was nervous. I don't normally have my my on-screen input visible. So pray for the party dying. Try to get a haste up on Frog if I can. It's a 50-50. Okay. So haste on Frog makes me feel pretty good. Do whatever damage I can do. Do whatever healing I can do for Frog while they're still alive. I never put a weapon on Marl despite having them. No regrets. Time Warp, if it's like the vanilla game, should just kill. Don't hit Frog, okay. So status, nothing to worry about. Frog is safe. He's gonna do more damage now. Status, I think might just kill Robo outright. I think it does do damage a little bit. So this boss should go down pretty handily here. I don't think I'm in danger of dying. I'm gonna risk it. I think it did the thing where it lowered defenses without saying it lowered defenses, and I'm gonna be so mad. Yeah, okay. I'm so mad. I'm not gonna heal. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna be an idiot, as is often the case. Any attack the boss does is going to kill me, so why am I doing this? I don't know. It's a terrible idea. If I get a good roll, the boss dies in 2 more hits. If I get a bad roll, the boss dies in 3 more hits. I'm not feeling good about the 2 hits at this point. I just really hope the boss doesn't kill me. That's the main. Oh my gosh. Maybe 4 hits. Maybe 4 hits. I should really heal Frog. This is really stupid. Just, know that if I didn't miss, the boss would have died. That's my cope. It's over, okay. So 132.11. Had I just played safe on Lavos 2, it would have been well under 130. I've got no complaints about that. Thanks for the GG. If you take anything away from this run, any lessons, any insights, I hope it's that I'm a complete degenerate and I deserve to lose. But there were other useful things in there too, so I should really get out of here. Two runs in one morning is a lot when you've got another run happening later. But yeah, entrance rando down. Solo low-level Frog in Jets of Time also down. I can't be upset. I think I get the stupid sexy Frog ending since I didn't recruit Magus. We'll see. We're just gonna check that. Okay, yeah, we got Handsome Frog. One of these days, hopefully, he'll be playable. I know it's possible. I've seen other ROM hacks do it. I don't personally know how to do it. I have like 50% of an idea how it works. You gotta move some data around, which is what I don't know how to do, because the Glen sprite is bigger than the Frog sprite. There are people in the community that know how to do that, but they also understandably object to using other people's creations without permission, which is admirable. We should all aspire to that. Having said that, it would still be cool to have like a human Glen in a randomizer. So I'm gonna fast forward through this. If you look at like the layering of the sunstone here at the end, you can see the laser is going to go under the king's cloak, but in front of the bell. That means the king is dead. It goes right through him. He's gone. That's why Guardia falls. There's a power vacuum. Dalton takes advantage. Alright, so I'm gonna... Yeah, I know I know some ROM hackers, and I think if they didn't want permission, they could probably just do it. I don't even know who to contact for that permission. I need to figure it out. Anyway, we're gonna. Yeah, I haven't even gone that far. Like I made like these external programs. Like the entrance tracker for the entrance randomizer. Like a little music pack maker for the MSU stuff. And the custom palette tool, I made that as well. Having said that, I don't know what I'm doing as far as like ROM hacking. I understand like the concepts. I just don't have the will to learn it. It looks very painful. There's my entrance tracker. It's cute. It does the job. I'm pushing all kinds of buttons here. So 132, considering what that scene was, yeah, the assembly, I can barely make my way around like, modern stuff that is more intuitive. So I appreciate, the work that people do. It's not something I'm probably ever gonna do. But who knows? One of these days, I might get tired of complaining about like my issues with jets, and maybe then I'll be ready. Maybe I'll be the change I want to see in the world. But for right now, I mean, got two good Chrono Trigger randomizers. I just like playing them. I like supporting them, helping, participating. Giving advice. I don't necessarily have like enough room in the brain to learn how to also make them at this point. But life is long. Things can change. There's certainly some features I want to see in jets that we may not ever see if somebody doesn't do them. Anyway, let me get off this screen. Anyway, for anybody that's still there, thanks for stopping by, sticking around, chatting. Again, I hope it was fun. I hope maybe some insights were gained. I kind of doubt it, but it would be really funny if during a race, a situation like this came up again, and I could just do the Doom thing. Now I know, at least for Lavos 2, just being safe is generally better than immediately having Doom. I can cast the haste, I can heal the frog, I can set up to where, the bananas can't possibly cause a wipe. I won't need the haste helm because I've got the regular haste, so I can do the vigil hat. All good information. It's kind of kind of what I expected from the beginning. I just really wanted to see if the stupid strategy could be made to work, and it could, but I didn't get lucky enough. Relying on RNG is, of course, just not smart. It's funny though when it does work. When it doesn't work, also funny in a different way. Talking a lot, saying nothing. I'm gonna get out of here. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for stopping by. Race tonight in about 7 hours and 20 minutes on the Jets of Time Twitch channel against my good friend Spike. I haven't seen him play a whole lot recently. I know when he did play actively, he was pretty good. I hope he knocks me out. That would be something I'd like to see. Lack of commitment is good. Seeing your friends succeed, also good.